What's up, world of YouTube? Juice 2525 here with another unboxing and review. And as you can see, with the recent release of Avengers Endgame digitally, I had to go ahead and do a review on the Avengers Endgame Ronin figure. So let's go ahead and check this out. We have Ronin. Of course, you got the Legend series. You have the Avengers logo on top, and this is part of the Build-A-Figure Thanos wave, the Armored Thanos. As you can see, you got Ronin there. You have his two swords. You have the Infinity Gauntlet, and you have a throwing star hand. That's pretty awesome. And of course, as you see Ronin, you got an image on the side of Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye as Ronin. Here's information on the back. Feel free to pause that if you like to read the information. And then here's information on the Build-A-Figure wave. So you have Captain America in the quantum suit, Ronin, Ebony Maw, Living Laser, Marvel's Nighthawk, Citizen V, and Hercules. So let's go ahead and get this flipped around and get this bad boy open. Alright everyone, so here is Ronin outside of the package, and as you can see, you do get the Build-A-Figure piece of the left arm of Thanos, which was already, based on the concept art, which, he has a gauntlet on the opposite hand in the movie, but, definitely, awesome piece regardless. I do have the 3-pack Thanos that came with Doctor Strange, as well as the Mark 50, I believe, Iron Man. So I definitely will hang on to this, because then I can have a open fist as well as closed fist option, which would be pretty cool. You also receive a throwing hand, which is pretty awesome. Get to zoom in there. So it does have like a throwing, like ninja star effect, which is pretty neat. So it has a little bit of translucent plastic. Looks like they try to do like some silver paint on there. Mine looks almost clear though. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But pretty cool effect. I like how it's able to have that effect, like the stars are coming at you. So pretty cool. And then you do get 2 swords. So you get a longer sword here, and as you may have seen, like in the trailer or in the movie, this is the sword that he uses. And let me zoom in here. So as you can see, it doesn't have like the holes, like the grooves, like the sword does in the movie. You can kind of tell they were going for that with the effect, but unfortunately, it looks like they weren't able to execute that. So, but still good nonetheless. I mean, they did a decent job with the detailing on it. And if I can get my camera to zoom in and focus, that'd be great. I think it's just because Ronin's in the way, so let's go to move him out of the way. There we go. So you can see there's the handle there. Nice etch work, detail work in the handle. And as I mentioned before, you have the grooves in the sword. And then there's a smaller one that it also comes with as well. So I don't know if the original intent was to have this like kind of extend in the movie, or if this is just a backup sword, because to my knowledge, he only uses his one sword in the movie, but I could be wrong. But same detail regardless. So, but awesome accessories. And so let's go ahead and take a look at the figure itself. So here's Ronin, and pretty awesome detail, man. I gotta say, I love the gold on the black. As you can see, there's a little paint blotches there on his arm. And but as you can see, he's got his hood, he's got his mask on. He also does have his, I believe you say, is it quiver, the sheath, I guess, for his swords. Got the backside of him here, but he's got like this nice jacket vest combo here. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. His hood is removable, so as you can see, it just kind of sits on there. So let's go ahead and take that off, and the detail on that is pretty awesome as well. So if you want to take a look at that up close, some nice gold etching on the top. Pretty cool. Dig it. And then as you can see, here's Hawkeye, or excuse me, Ronin. this mask on. So, of course, it didn't include an alternate unmasked head. You had to get the Target Quantum Suit 2-pack with Hawkeye and Black Widow in order to get an unmasked head. But regardless, pretty awesome likeness. I mean, I dig the same thing, the gold etching that kind of surrounds the outline of his face, which is pretty cool. Um, you know, aside from, mobility, looks like he's got pretty, pretty standard mobility in his articulation. So as you can see, this vest, his jacket, I should say, because it's supposed to be one piece, is a soft good. It's not terribly soft up top. So if you're having him try to do like any sort of, you know, poses with his arm upward, that kind of does hinder the articulation just a bit, not too much, but as you can see, going into articulation, he's got full 360 degree shoulder swivel. He's got his bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He does have 360 wrist rotation, and this one here, it's a little tight, but he does have up and down wrist motion. And then of course, same thing on the opposite side here. This side seems a little bit looser, so a little bit easier to move. He has his head. Wow, actually you can't even move his head at all. Wow, that's interesting. That's as far back as mine goes. Let me know if you guys have the same issue. Can't even look up at all. Interesting. But he can look down a slight bit, so that's really all we're getting, guys. Interesting. And slight head tilt. But other than that, you see that he's got his jacket. As far as leg movement goes, that does kind of hinder movement slightly, but he can lift his leg up about that much. Can go back, not really go back actually. And then he does have the upper thigh swivel here. He's got double jointed knees, which it's actually pretty good. And then he has no boot swivel. He does have ankle pivot, and he does have the ankle rocker as well. So not too bad. And then just to show you the back one more time, that's the back there. And one thing that I wanted to do, because I actually do have a Ronin as well as the Quantum Suit Hawkeye, definitely wanted to add in my collection, because I don't know if you all knew, but you can actually take off this jacket, so that way he does have the look towards the end of Endgame. And I definitely wanted to have a Ronin, a Hawkeye from Endgame, and then of course I have my original Hawkeye from the Walmart exclusive Avengers wave. So I definitely wanted to do a side-by-side comparison, which I will go ahead and show you here shortly. All right, so I wanted to do this awesome comparison here. As you can see, I have my Avengers 1 Hawkeye. You can see, still one of my favorite figures. I mean, I feel like it just has the likeness. I mean, I know it has the sunglasses on, but such an awesome figure for its time. Really dig it to this day. And then as you can see, of course, the Ronin I just reviewed. Such an awesome figure. And then, of course, we have Hawkeye in his gear towards the end of Endgame. So I think that's such an awesome figure. Definitely wanted to have these likenesses of Hawkeye, as he's definitely one of my most favorite characters in the Avengers. So really excited to have three different variations of him. I wasn't too excited to have a Quantum Suit version, as we all know. The Quantum Suits were based on concept art, so obviously they're silver as opposed to white. But I think that's such an awesome trio right here to have to represent Ronin as well as Hawkeye. So yeah, that's it, y'all. So please like, subscribe, comment, and definitely look forward to posting additional videos, and look forward to you watching some more.